let's go like this. Ninjutsu, haha, got you. A ninja dog strikes again. uh, Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today a craziest deck idea I have ever made probably. The main idea was that I really wanted to use the Biting Palm Ninja together with the dog, because we all know that the dog is poor little good boy and everyone is ignoring him. So I wanted to teach the ladder that you never ignore the dog. It's the most threatening creature. It's Phyrex and horror basically. You will also see today how we fare against CGBs, mono green, because I think this is the deck that we met, and you will see how we fare against this one. It was interesting, I'll tell you that. So, the whole idea was that we play the dog, we attack, everyone is like, it's a dog. And then we ninjutsu the Biting Palm Ninja, we get the card, and then we replay the companion and get all this free value. At some part of the game, we go for a Spiri-Sister call, and we can start switching between the companions, farmhands, ninja, and Sheoldred, and just keep switching the cards, especially with wedding announcement. You can just sacrifice the token and get back the Sheoldred or something crazy like this. Like, the deck gets really going, you have so many interactions. There's also Nashi, and you will see the weirdest ever play with Nashi. I couldn't believe it, it still happened. It will be in the game 1 probably. Other than this, we have lay down arms, because that's definitely something that is really needed in this deck. You want to be mana efficient, because this is very high mana cost. This combo costs like 5 mana total. So you need very cheap removal to stay on curve with your opponent, and 1 mana is usually left during your plays. You can always play dog into the lay down arms to set up the next turn, so it's extremely needed. So for this reason we are playing mostly planes and a lot of tap lands, so that's a small pain, but it's something we need to accept. I didn't have issues with lay down arm not having enough planes, so I think that's good. We had to cut 1 Emperor. I'm sorry, but we need double Sheoldred for this deck. Sheoldred is definitely insanely good to stabilize the game. It also has Death Touch, so in the worst case you can always pick in your opponent's hand with the ninjas. Other than this, we have Farewells. We don't need the populate tier sweeper because we are fighting for the board, so we can just go for the sweet one. And yeah, Kaya to close out the games that are dragging and we cannot close them somehow. This is of course extremely good planeswalker, and you know, in some cases you can actually sacrifice the Emperor due to Spiri-Sister call to get Kaya. It doesn't happen often, but when you do, it's absolutely epic. So, about the win rate and all this stuff, I hoped for more. I'm not gonna lie, I hoped for at least 50%. We got 44% win rate in 9 games, so kinda decent in Mythic. We were also 66 percent on the draw. I actually check it because it's super important for the stats. So I don't think this is the full power of the deck. I think if we're on the play with good curve a bit more, it would get better. But it is what it is. There's a lot of mono red. You know, there will be some Sloth salt noises about the mono red. I hope you don't mind, but I think I'm not the only one that is a bit tired of this deck. So with that being said, don't forget to subscribe. It really supports the channel if you want to help and, you know, appreciate the videos. Hitting this subscribe button and like is basically the best you can do. And really thank you for everyone who did it. It really means more than you think. So let's go into the games, tell me what you think, and if you enjoyed this pretty crazy deck. Alright guys, we're going first, and this is the only reason I'm taking this hand. It's a bit slow, but we will get rid of the tap lands, and then hopefully we can use the token to hit Nashi. Like, I definitely would love to draw some dogs, or you know, like something like this. Beast Color, alright. I will cycle this. I have enough. Oh, is Nashi good enough? Alright, I will play it. This might be the first time in my life I actually hardcasted Nashi instead of Ninjutsu, but I think we are a bit, you know, falling to behind. And with Wandering Emperor and First Strike, it is pretty good. It's just 3 damage, bro. Your creatures don't do anything. And my creatures are pretty darn good. Smirk? Huh? Huh? If he just keeps sacrificing... Oh, that's some bravery right there. I mean, I will take my cards. This is so stupid. So I can clear the board at the cost of a lot of life and Nashi. Or I can keep the Nashi and play the Emperor. Okay, his mana screwed. I have to take it. this is the most ridiculous play I have ever made in Magic. And it's fine, you know? I really wanted to cut his mana. That was the big point for the whole deck. Alright, let's go with the Emperor, because my stuff bigger than your stuff. And we are not reading too much into it. I mean, that's some quality 8 lands in 12 cards draw, so we are both getting mana screwed, just on the opposite sides, basically. So we are going like this. This creates a lot of pressure. Even if he casts one creature, he will be at 3/3, so it's still a trade. And if he attacks with 4/4, in case he develops more, we can always sacrifice the Samurai, -2 to the Emperor, and we still have the Emperor. That's why the +1. And it's super awkward for him. Yeah, cool. We will probably get to Kaya before like he will run this crap. Like this game. It's still the Nashi game. Like let's never forget about this play. This has been the most unique play I have ever made. Blocker. Yeah, I think trade is cool. I should cycle it before, because I might have laid down arms, but you know. Right, so he gets a counter. So all I need to do is hit Kaya and we should be fine. One removal would be great. Thank you. See, if you call it, it's never luck. It's just pure skill. So much skill. Oh my god. Like absolute skill overload. So we drew Bankbuster. Our 2 top decks were absolutely amazing. We would probably win without them, but it would be so much harder. Alright, so he unscrewed himself from the mata, but I will take the Augur and I will be able to activate it. Alright. The game should be over by now. This is the turn when he will absolutely explode. Like when you see Kaya against your 4-drop, it's a bit rough. Hello. And I will gladly take a 1/1. And don't forget, we will have Coven, because this will be 2. Oh, the Tyvar stand. Alright, alright. You got it. You got it. Cool. The game goes on. However, in this situation, we can go like this. So we will pressure them. And we still have the Kaya on board, and he cannot really... Ah, yeah, okay, cool. I guess. Yeah, it's until end of the turn, of course. So why not? I wonder if I attacked first. I should probably attack first, maybe, but it's easier now when I know what he had. Maybe it wasn't so obvious. So the idea is that I have both the Samurai and the Bankbuster, so he cannot compete against the Planeswalkers. Also, he doesn't really want to tap them, right? With so many... Oh, nice. Nice. I think I will make a creature. So, we can attack first with this one and see what happens. This one mana seems a bit fishy. I'm not sure how many of those he has, but he probably plays a lot. I could get it, but I don't need it at this point. We actually prefer to just cast it. Alright, let's create a Samurai. And we are getting such huge card advantage. So I think we just +1 and force his life. We will go this. I really want to have the whiteboard, because his strategy has to be just to kill us somehow and kill the Planeswalkers, because he cannot keep up with Kaya. So as long as we protect her, she will carry the game on her own. And when we start -3, he cannot really tap out, even if he has the Tyvar stand. It's kinda cheap, but you know, it doesn't solve all the problems. Cool, that's fine. So I guess he should have a land from the top or something? He didn't play a land, right? Oh, okay, a 1-drop. I think this is CGB deck, right? He was playing this exact thing. So Our strategy, we need to be careful about the tramplers. He doesn't really have great attacks here. So I expected Tyver's stand. And I want to attack with menace because this is very hard to basically answer. So we will do it like this. I don't care about like even the Emperor. I just want to force him into using the spell. Alright, what's your combat trick, my friend? Tyver stand, cool. We got one of them. So, now we draw a card. So we only wasted one card in this whole thing. And Kaya will probably be a lethal, because I don't think he will play around double Kaya. He will play around one Kaya, and that should be enough. Alright, so if we attack with everything, we do not get through it, right? Yet. I mean, that seems like a cool creature. Thank you. It's ours now. It's just ours. That's why he shouldn't use Tyver's stand on such a low value target, because now he lost his main strategy. Alright, so now it's a bit better. I think we go here, so the ninja can show some power. And I can just draw cards. I don't mind it. So we will attack like this. And protect the Planeswalker. You know, the ninja cannot be ignored. Oh my god, they ignored the ninja. Oh, this won't go very well for them. Cool. I'm not sure if he's playing this deck properly, to be honest, guys. Like, it really feels very, very off. So we will draw with this one, because this has Summoning Sickness if we crew. Oh, Farewell is so powerful. And we'll draw another card. We could draw right now, but I prefer to have a blocker. Like, he cannot do anything. His creatures don't matter. Not even talking about Farewell, but we'll just directly kill him. And this has flying, don't forget. Do we have creatures? Like, we need to cast creatures, right? Green permanents. Oh, never mind. It's so far. Alright, ape. Full ape mode, sure. All we need to do is protect Kaya from the trample, right? And if he goes too hard after Kaya, we just attack his face and play another Kaya and finish him. So it's a web of possibilities, and every time he makes a misstep, it will be fun. The board is kinda wide, but you know, like, we have Farewell, we have Kaya, and she's so hard to deal with. Face? Oh, my friend. Face is not the place this one time in Magic history. Sure, enjoy the face. I really think he should attack Kaya, because that's something we would not ignore. Oh, it gets better. Oh man, it gets so much better. And we have the dog. So, we can Farewell everything and just have the easy mode. We definitely go like this. I mean, let's just make the cool lethal, right? Why would you think if you can just kill your opponent with Planeswalkers? I mean, Kaya contributed quite heavily to this game. Let's go another. Alright, we are on the draw. Against Mono-Red, I guess? Are you a Mono-Red? Are you a mountain player? A mountain enjoyer? Oh no, that's amazing. Alright, and this draw fixed our early game with the lands. So now we actually can go for the full curve. And what is really sweet about the dog? Nobody cares. Like, nobody cares about the dog. So it always goes through. So we'll probably get the ninja, and we get some extra value from the dog. Let's see what the play is for our opponent. Alright, this will be the sign. A little bit too many tap lands for my taste. But we might salvage it. Haha! I ninjutsu! That was a ninja dog. This is so lame. This will die, right? Because they ignore the dog, but they do not ignore the other stuff. But he's down to 3 cards, and our value is off the charts. And the reason I did this play is that I can get extra cards, then I lay down arms this, so the damage does not really matter. You always go for this one. Just because this can be cycled. Ah, dog scary now? Nice. What about the harvester? Aww. And he absolutely identified everything so far. I tell you, this deck makes dog scary. So probably let's go like this. A bit on the slow side of magic, but we kind of don't have other plays, so let's just go for it. And our opponent will be paranoid about our creatures, because every creature that we have might be a ninja. Told you! Like, they do not do those things normally, but with this deck you make them fear every 1-drop. Okay, it's 2-drop, but it has stats of a 1-drop. A very, very bad 1-drop. Alright. I mean, we can get rid of everything, or just go with the ninja. He can trade, but that's fine. We can still cycle the land and go into farewell mode. Like, we want to trade card for card, basically. He needs Invoke Despair to get back from this. Alright, that's a removal. Yep, you have 2 of... I think we broke his spirit, absolutely. Man, like the dogs will be feared. Alright, it seems that we are on the draw streak. Definitely not what you want with this kind of draw. And we're against mono red aggro, the only worthy deck on ladder. I honestly believe if this deck vanished, everything would be better for everyone, including mono red players. But you know, let's keep smirking, let's keep dealing the damage and playing the highlighted cards, because that's what Magic is about. Alright, so he's on the play, so he has already a huge advantage. Let's see if we can fight through it. I'm choosing the companion because I want to lay down arms instead of farmhand. That I have the land, so I don't need this card. More play with fires. On the bright side, his draw so far is pretty bad, so let's see why he kept it. Like, burning your opponent face is never good as a starting strategy. The whole idea is that you first hit with creatures for as much as possible, and then this last burn spell is exactly enough to close the game. If you do the reverse, it's not really great. So, like, so far our opponent is definitely not extremely efficient with his plays, which is great. They also can have bad draws. It's so rare though, like every maybe 10-20 games. Alright, it's just Sloth mad noises, alright? I definitely block this one. You want to trade for... man, they're not doing anything really. We play the Tapland and we play Wedding Announcement, because if there's anything Mono Red cannot handle is a lot of stats in the board. And we'll provide them. So he will fix his mana for next 2 turns, but that should be enough tempo for us. If he attacks, we just block this. You know what will happen. And we have the dog as well. I mean, I really want to... no, but we cannot. I cannot attack. I really wanted to do it. So first, let's go for the companion. And I guess let's go for the farmhand. So we'll get the cards from companion on the next turn and just check out his hand. And we definitely have a lot of lands in the hand, like, you know, casual 4 of them. Man, we drew 8 without the farmhand and 15 cards, so that's above 50%. Alright, so Phoenix Chick, good call, but we'll get one of his burn spells at least. So, I mean, let's start with it. Dog, a lot of tokens. We will draw a card, so we'll probably go like this. Yeah, because I replayed the dog, so I have a blocker. And let's go like this. Ninjutsu, haha, got you. A ninja dog strikes again. This is important because we get rid of one of his lightning strikes in the hand that he's like meticulously waiting with. Oh, it's probably Chandra actually. Alright. And here's the dog again. Haha. That's a good card. See ya. The power of extra card. Oh my god, Sheoldred. By the way, look at this stuff. A 5/5 biting for Ninja. So yeah, that's probably the perfect. Yeah, this is the most perfect top deck he could ever hope for. I cannot believe how they are. Like, this guy just top decked exactly the one card that saved him into the mech. I didn't think of it actually. Like, maybe getting rid of the Warfare was better just to prevent his top decks, because it's like 100% it will happen, right? So, do we go for the Emperor? He can definitely squee, and that's a lot of damage. So I think we go like this. It's also legendary, so our Takenuma will be activated. And do I go for the attack? Not really. This is the turn where he can get us. Let's see how good of a top decker he is, because so far he proved that he's the best. It's highlighted, but it can be a land steal. But I'm pretty sure it's not a land. Like, all we need is one single turn when he doesn't top deck a burn spell. Alright. Cool. So we will be at 1, and he will lose everything except the token. So I think we won. Like, he needed a top deck, and he finally did. Oh my god. This card, like, I'm speechless. Let's get something, right? Why not? I don't need the land for sure. Drawing cards is good with Sheoldred. Yep. And that should be it. Let's get some extra cards. Kaya. A bit too late. Alright. So, I definitely want to attack him. He cannot let through both of them, so Swift Spear will die. But we have the Emperor, so moment Squee will attack, we will exile it, heal some more, and at 8 even his top decks won't save him. He needs to block Swift Spear into Sheoldred. Alright, so I mean, you can do it like this, but there are some risks involved. Oh, you needed better top decks, my friend. Alright, but to be absolutely fair, guys, if he didn't miss a 2-drop on the play, he would probably still win. Alright, so I really think on the draw this is way too bad of a hand. This is nearly as bad. Like, we cannot hit, like, we play 7 2-drops and we cannot hit them for life. So I think we go like this, and at least we have somewhat decent early game with the lay down arms. Alright, Dock is a very good draw. This is something we needed. Tenacious Underdog. Let's see if we hit the planes. Like, we can exile it, and I think in this situation it's really good. We want to make sure that they cannot cut down and, you know, all this stuff, and they're down to 3 cards already. Already 3 cards. Let's go Wedding Announcement. This is definitely something that will pay dividends very quickly. No cards in the graveyard. Some dummy checking if we block, of course not. And that's a lot of Trespassers. That's definitely a lot of Trespassers. And that's a problem for our opponent. So of course we need to discard something. I think in this particular situation it's the Ninja. I mean, it can trade against Trespasser. It's either this or the lay down arms. I just don't think we have enough time to play Companion and, you know, cycle. Like, it's a bit too slow overall. I think we go like this. And now we can protect the Emperor and start pumping the tokens. They will flip on the next turn. Our opponent is very low on the cards, so are we. Because, you know, killing Trespassers really hurt your card advantage. So this will already be a 3-3. I mean, we can go like this. Do I want to draw a card? I honestly want. I really want to draw the card. So we are getting right now. Here. Nice. And we are day mode all the time. We also want to get rid of some of this extra life that they got. And that is a decent board, even against Invoke Despair. And he's out already somehow. I mean, that was... you answer Trespassers, you win the game, I guess. Alright, so we are going second. Our hand is actually pretty decent. Yeah, pretty decent. I don't even super mind being on the draw. If we're against some kind of control, it will be harder. Oh no. Never mind, it's just as per Legends probably, right? It has to be. I mean, we have creatures, we can just try it this way. But I don't want this to be refined, you know? Raffine will be a problem though. I think I have to use the Emperor for that. So I will probably cast... Okay. I wonder what he will choose. Like, we can play a lot of different stuff. Emperor seems like the most obvious choice because there are two of them. But... Okay, I guess there are. I guess there are. Let's go with the Ninja. It trades against Peacekeeper, but we won't trade against Peacekeeper. He needs an additional creature. And when we open the Sheoldred, we need a swamp for that though. So a little bit. And here's Raffine. Oh, the Raffine. Please stop. Raffine, please. Just please stop. This is really good for them. So if we get to 4/4, but he cannot block on this turn. He cannot block on this turn, and he knows about it. No, never mind. Emperor got taxed. Oh boy, the Vigilance on top of all of this. Like, if that wasn't a Vigilance creature, that would be so much better. I think we are in some trouble, guys. We got also Mana Screwed. Sure, that would be actually the best counter to this, but we did not draw correctly. So we need this. Oh no, it gets like everything just went so awkward. Was that the wrong choice for the removal spell? Maybe we should go for the Raffine. Maybe that was my mistake. Not sure. Like, Talia really taxed us. Look at this, we are exactly at 4 mana, so with Talia we wouldn't be able to cast anything, and usually they don't play the Peacekeeper. It was really clutch spell in this situation. He would still have to go for the throat for the Sheoldred though. So I think with second Raffine attack we are getting way too outscaled. Like, we have Fair Worlds, but we want, like, we already messed one drop, I think, right? I think we're already one land behind of what we should be. So I don't think we can salvage this one. Alright. This is one of those games, but when they have Talia into the Raffine, into Peacekeeper, into like some removal, like, it's so hard to beat them. I mean, he just keeps scaling. That was, well, that was a good game. A bit too strong of a draw, and we had a little bit too weak of a draw. Alright, we're going first with the dog. Man, whenever I'm on the play with the dog, I feel just so glorious. And we have laid down arms. Unfortunately, we missed the curve, so that hurts a little bit. Drawing land would be absolutely amazing here. But there's a kitty. And you know what? We're nearly there. I made a huge mistake. And that's actually a big mistake. We'll play this one. It will probably die in some weird way, but it forces a reaction. And it won't get counters, right? So, not exact. Like, it's going a bit awkward so far. Alright, Brain Comber. Something. Whenever enters battlefield or becomes target of an aura, create a dude. And then something else. Draw a card. Alright, this is kind of what we needed. It took a while, but we are there. I mean, I will get rid of this one because drawing cards is the worst. As long as, you know, it's not you doing it. And this has menace, so now they cannot really. So we will lurk into this juicy hand. Yeah, better read it. Oh, that's so bad for him. It's even worse than just losing the card, you know? Because now he kinda lost 2 cards in a way. Okay, dog. Man, I love the dogs. Not only in real, but also here. Like, it's just such a good card. Alright, Harald Hunting. We aren't super scared, you know? So he wanted to protect this at any cost, basically. We can do it at the end step. We won't be pumping, we will be minusing. So, let's see. We need to take enchantments, right? This is enchantment. Yep, we definitely take it. Oh, that's a counter spell. This is a counter spell. So it's either Catilda or the Borrowed Time. Wedding Announcement is not bad as well. This is not an enchantment though, so I think we give it to him. Wedding Announcement. The reason is that we farewell at some point. So, given this, we need to play around counterspells, so we just go a bit wider as soon as possible. It will be hard to resolve farewell, but I hope that when they know you know about the counterspell, they tap out because it's like, they won't play anything into the counterspell, right? And then we farewell. Also, the Borrowed Time, if they hit anything from those 2 cards, we get it back with farewell, so it actually doesn't matter, and it's a huge disadvantage for them. They just don't know it yet. It will be tricky because he needs to play it, then we need to hit 6 mana, then we need to go around this counter spell, but I think we can navigate it, and the payoff will be explosion for our opponent. Wedding Announcement is actually super scary because it creates a token from the Haunting, it creates a token on its own, and it keeps going, so every single turn I'm just getting chump blocked, so I cannot pressure him like anymore with this card. And I want to pressure them because I want them to do something. It's highlighted that, hey, something is going on. So I think that we just won the game. And you know, as usually, if you lose the game, you absolutely have to rope and waste your own free time, because that's how every game works. That's why you play, to have less free time. Alright, we got the full rope. Is there any more rope? No, it's a reserve. Cool. So, yeah, our opponent now will pretend he's playing Magic, but in reality, yes, he's back. Oh my god. I honestly don't feel... Okay, let's say that he got disconnected, maybe. Let's say he got disconnected. Alright, so no Emperor, and he gets some dudes. And this is kinda fine. However, he still has some chump blockers. Is this the turn? Yeah, this is the turn. So we will farewell everything. So in reality, I actually want him to block as much as possible, because I don't want to exile my dogs. They are really useful at the graveyard as well, because they are super good boys. So I want him to just kill everything and only his stuff gets exiled, and I still get some extra damage. Oh, I want to remove that. I really want to remove the thing. So, creatures. I mean, enchantment seems pretty good. See ya. And as I mentioned, we got the thing back. And his counter spell is not looking super hot. He just top decked the main card for his deck. Easy. Oh man, those guys. Yeah, we still won. We would farewell just for the enchantment, but...